Shalom. Shalom, Yasharala. First and foremost, I'm going to start by giving all praise, honors, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rechakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching 100% truth. Wab Brakatham unto the 144,000, as well as the rest of the elect. May peace and blessings be unto your households. All right, and it's your brother Gadal from the Great Millstone Dallas branch. And in a quick list, we're just going to get into basically, no regrets, right? You don't want to have no regrets when it comes to being in the truth, right? Meaning, like, you don't want to have no regrets in that day, saying like, man, I wish I did more. Man, I wish I, because you wasn't basically giving it your all. Yeah, basically, you wasn't basically giving it your all. You don't want to, my bad. Yeah, you don't want to be a part of that, man. Right? I'm finna go ahead and get this scripture right here. I'm tripping. It's like it. Oh, here it goes. This is 2 Peter chapter 1 and verse 10. It says, "Wherefore, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if ye do these things, ye shall never fall." Right. So, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. Right now, we're gonna get that word diligence, and this is Strong's G 4704. It says spudazo, right? And it says to make effort, be prompt or earnest, right? Labor, study, right? So you got to make it. Really, I like the one to make an effort. So you have to make an effort to make your calling and election sure, right? You gotta work at it, man. You can't be half-assing this, man. Right? Because with the Lord, with Yahweh Shem Shai, you either all in or you are all out. Right? And you don't want to be all out or someone in and half out. Right? Because scriptures goes to that, man. You cannot serve God and mammon. Right? You can't serve the Lord and money. It's either you serving the Lord or you're not. Right? You don't want that, man. So serve Yahweh by Shem Shai to the best of your ability. Right? Make an effort, man, to make your calling and election sure. Because right now we're in a calling. We only been called. Right? We've been blessed to be called. And you got some that have answered the phone. Right? Lord coming and knocking on your brain, in your mind. Right? Which is with this truth through the prophets, and if you accept them, hey, call all Yahweh Shem Shai. Right now, you've been called. You answered. But the question is, have you been chosen? Because scripture says, man, many are called, but only few are chosen. Right? So it's gonna be a lot of people that get called, man, but it's gonna be only a few that actually makes it. Right? And you want to be part of that few. So if you're giving diligence, you're making an effort, right, to make your calling election sure. In other words, so you're doing the best that you can, serving Yahweh B'Shem Shai. Then guess what? You're good. You're good. Ultimately, it boils down to fearing Yahweh B'Shem Shai, man. You know I'm finna get that Sirach too. If you didn't already, I'm getting that Sirach too. Right? So this is why it's so important to fear him. I'm gonna go ahead and jump down to Sirach 2. It's Sirach chapter 2 and verse 15. It says, "They that fear the Lord will not disobey his word, and they that love him will keep his ways." So if you fear the Lord, right? If you fear the Lord, meaning you have a reverence for him, a very high respect for him, guess what, man? You're not going to disobey his word. Why you're not going to disobey his word? Because you understand that Yahweh B'Shem Shai, hey, he can mess you up. You understand what he's capable of doing to you in your life. So you with that fear, you're moved to depart from evil. right? You depart from evil. And it says that those that love him will keep his way. So if you love him, you're going to be following his law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability. You're going to be doing the things that are pleasing unto him, right? The scripture says, if you love me, keep my commandments, right? And it's not only just the 10 commandments, man. It's really, really the whole book, But I'm going to go ahead and jump up in this chapter. This is Sirach chapter 2, and I'll start at verse 9. It says, not 9, my bad. 8. It says, ye that fear the Lord, believe him, and your reward shall not fail. Ye that fear the Lord, hope for good and everlasting joy and mercy. Why? Why are they having good things like this for those that fear the Lord? Because they're not being disobedient, right? It's just like with your parents, man. If you get like all A's, you're gonna be confident on your report card. You're gonna be confident and ask your parents for that new video game or whatever, because you did your best. You did what's asked of you to the best of your ability, and now you have the confidence to go ask them like, "Hey, mama," or "Hey, dad, can I get a game or your report card?" Now, if you over here with some D's and C's and stuff, it's like, you're not even gonna. You'll think about it, but you're more than likely gonna be like, nah, they probably not gonna do it because you didn't give it your all. And that's how it is with this truth, man. You have to give it your all, because if you give anything less, then Yahweh Shem Shai is just not gonna accept it, man. Right? The Lord accepts nothing less but the best. All right, so you gotta pretty much give your all through whatever the Lord gifts you with. For everybody, all that's different, right? Somebody all might look different from yours, man, because we all been gifted with a different amount of faith, a different amount on gifts, right? And each of our walk is pretty much different, even though some are similar. Might go to similar things, but each of our walk is different. You got to keep that in mind. So, man, give diligence, man. Do the best that you can, because if you do, you will never fall. You're not gonna fall if you're not gonna. Lord's not gonna leave you out here high and dry if you literally did the best that you could. And if you questioning it, hey, pray to Yahweh Shem Shai, man. He'll be quick to tell you. I'm telling you, I did it before. I did it like a long time ago. I asked Lord, am I doing the best I can now? At the time, the Lord was like, "Nah, you taking this as a joke." For a minute too. I was terrified. I'm like, man, how am I taking this as a joke? But I ended up finding out how. And I worked at it and called out Yahweh Shem Shai. I'm still here. I'm able to continue to push forth this word to the best of my abilities. I'm still working on myself. I'm still working on how to be a better servant, praying to the Lord. And that's an important thing too. Make sure you're praying to the Lord to increase you, to be a better servant for him, be an asset unto him. Right? Because, believe it or not, we are here in this ministry to be used. The only thing you shouldn't want is to be misused, right? So get it out of your head, like, man, why I gotta know? You're here to be used for the ministry. Keep that in mind. And if you're being used for the ministry, that's mean, okay, then you're valuable. You're not a liability. Because the last thing you want to be is a liability that's holding everybody down. But anyways, Lord willing, y'all was edified. I want to end it all by saying, Kal Halal Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And until next time I say, Shalom, Mr. Rollin.